Hey guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Hannah. Thank you for joining me for this video. I really appreciate it. I obviously, by the title you can see that today's video will be doing a look using the new and final palette of the Norvina volume collection, so this bad boy right here. So if you want to see what kind of look I create with this palette, what I think of it, and if I recommend it, then please keep watching. I'm going to be honest and say that this is probably my favorite out of the three. When I first looked at it on like Instagram, I didn't think it was all of that, and then when it came this morning I was like, yes, this looks gorgeous. So this is the third and final volume of the Norvina collection. We have the first volume, which is the purple palette, we had the blue palette, and now we have this orange one right here. They are all pressed pigments. They all retail for £68, like I have said. Very expensive, but I luckily and thankfully, I'm so grateful that I get ABH PR. So thank you so much for that. I am truly grateful. So yeah, obviously that doesn't sway my opinion. That's why I've tried with these palettes, especially if you see my last video, I have not tried to be, I've just been totally honest and said to you guys, look, to be honest, £68 a lot of money. Would I recommend it? Probably not. Even if it's an amazing palette, if you've got a spare £70 lying around, of course, maybe go ahead and get it. If you don't, that's fine. There are plenty other palettes that you could get. So yeah, I would say maybe this could be a Christmas present, maybe this could be like a birthday present or a treat for someone. But yeah, so I'm just going to show you a look. If you are interested in getting this palette, then I will show you how to get a look from it. Into the palette, this is the packaging of the palette. I absolutely love it. The only thing I don't like is that it's like metallic. I'd rather it be like their old packaging where it's got like cardboard plasticky vibes, and just because I feel if I was to drop this would be like totally detrimental. But look at this palette. In my opinion, this is the best colored like array of color, if you get what I mean. The color selection is my favorite out of all three. I love all of them, do not get me wrong. Each palette I was like, okay, I love this one, I love this one, I love this one, but this one is the one I think I'm going to get most of my love and joy out of. I love all of them, don't get me wrong, but my playtime is probably going to be heavy here. So yeah, I am so excited to play with this. I'm going to come out with more of like a darker, maybe like using more of the pink purples, not too much orange, because we have used orange in the other looks and the pinks. So I want to sort of keep it like bronzy, use sort of these shades down here and these shades and that shade, just so we can get sort of like a real warm vibe from it. There are some similarities between all the three palettes in my personal opinion, such as this lime green I think was similar, if not the same, to the other lime green in the other palette. We're going to go straight into it. So we are going to start off by using my favourite base at the moment. I will try to use the ABH primer, but like I've said in my many videos, I don't want to be too repetitive. I'm not a fan. If you can hear my dog snoring, I do apologise. I am a fan of the ABH primer, but at the same time I'm not. I just think on different days I could probably use it. So I'm going to go in with the Be Perfect Prime eye base, just because I absolutely love this stuff. So just going to take a little bit on the eye. So I have moved closer for you guys just so you guys get an idea, just so I can, yeah, just so it makes things easier. I'm going to take a Colourpop E1 brush, which is what this brush looks like right here. And I'm going to go first in with the shade, oh, I don't know, you know. I'm going to go in with the shade C3. Now C3 is like this sort of slight brick orange brown. There is a bit of, there is a little bit of kickback from this, but that's okay. I'm going to take this, oh wow, okay, this is pigmented. Just going to start to bring this through the crease, just going to pack it on with this brush. What I like about this brush is that it's sort of like flat at the top, so you can really get in the socket. So just as so, we're just going to keep packing this on into through the crease. I was going to use this as a like blending out the edges, but seeing it as this comes off so different on the eye as it looks in the pan. Morphe M506 brush. I'm just going to start to buff out the edges of this, just because I don't want this to be too harsh. I want to really like have a smoked out blended look. We've blended out the top part and we just want to start to blend out the outer corner, but you can do this with this brush that we have here. So now taking a Crown Brush C511, you guys know I love this brush. I'm going to go and take the next shade, which is the shade C2, which is this sort of, please, I hope this doesn't come off orange. I'm really going to be disappointed. I'm just going to start to pack this onto the lid. Okay, it's ever so slightly warmer than an orange. It's more like a red, like a burnt orange in a sense, which is nice. Like, I didn't want the whole orange vibe. I just did not want that. I was so hoping to avoid it. I'm just going to take this on the lid and I'm just going to start to blend that in. This colour here is very pigmented, so I've not had to take a lot, which is nice, and I don't need to because obviously I'm going to add shimmer and I might add some liner, I don't know, but just right now I just want to smoke everything up, like really bring it out. So I'm just ever so slightly putting a bit more pressure on the lid, and then as I wing it out, I don't put as much pressure on. So as I smoke it out, I just ever so slightly touch the lid. Okay, so now I'm going to take a by Bonnie 8 brush. I love this brush. We did use this. I'm using sort of the same brushes in all of my looks. I go in with the shade C4, which is this sort of like really rich burgundy. Now, I really wish this would be darker. Like, I know it sounds so bad of me, but I really wish this was darker. It's just not dark enough, I think, for me. I'm just going to have to pack this first and then we shall see. But I'm just going to pack it on the outer corner as so, and then bring it in. Just for me, I don't know. It's just not dark enough. Marley, can you stop snoring? Okay, so now I'm going to take a crown brush, which this one is a BK33, and I'm going to take the shade D4 on this brush, and I'm going to start to, start to take this. This shimmer is a different type of shimmer. It's like a dry, not really shimmery shimmer, if you know what I mean, which is alright, but a little bit of fallout. You can just dust that away. This is definitely giving me autumnal vibes, which is cute. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm taking a Spectrum A12 brush and going back in with the shade C4 just underneath my lower lash line. I did add liner. I've not finished the liner yet, but just on the lower lash line. And lastly, we're going to take, I did apply lashes, I will tell you one at the end. I am going to use the Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm going to take the shade D5. And I'm going to pop this in the inner corner. That is cute. And the rest of my face, we have finished the eye look. I am in love with it. I definitely didn't think I could get something like this from looking at the colour selection of this palette, but I am really, really impressed. Like, this is more of like a really spicy, like Halloween autumn look, if you know what I mean. But you can get, like, you wouldn't think you'd get something like this from a palette like this, but I am very, very impressed. This is my favorite palette out of all of them, in my personal opinion anyway. This is definitely my favorite. I will be gravitating towards this a lot more than the other palettes that I've used from the Norvina. Not that I don't like them, I love them. However, this one right here is my favorite one. So yeah, I, out of all the three, would probably recommend this one. You probably get, more likely, you can probably get the most common looks out of it. So for if you're loving like a warm eye, if you like just like a subtle brown, you could probably get it from this palette. So this is probably the one that I would recommend to probably all of you, just because some of you don't like a lot of color, some of you don't like purple, because sometimes purple is very, very hard to work with. So I think this would probably be the palette that is the safe zone. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what other palettes, other things you want me to do. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring, he's asleep, it's his midday nap. I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I have loads more content coming up. Like, I've had a burst of like ideas of content, so loads will be coming up for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. I love you all, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.